So as far as social tokens and NFTs are concerned, I think me and you both have the understanding that these can work together synergistically. They don't necessarily have to be competitive assets in a sense when it comes to creating a community and then monetizing that community. So how do you view that relationship, right? Because you guys founded again the social token concept almost before NFTs even essentially existed at the scale we see it today. So how do you view that relationship, being most of the people listening to this are familiar with NFTs but maybe not social tokens?
Yeah. So before, like I said, I love NFTs. I hold punks. I just changed my avatar to a punk last week, and pretty excited about everything NFTs, and friends with a lot of the founders from back in the day that have now gone on to do some really great things. So NFTs are going to be around for the rest of the century, at least. It's a new way of understanding media and data, and that's not going to stop. Um, I think when it comes to community, there's a more fungible representation of that needs to exist, not just for governance, but also just as a ubiquitous thing. Think of the phrase like token of gratitude, or sort of these types of things. And so, what social tokens do is kind of render real these things. So, if I want to say thanks to Q for putting me on this show, I could, maybe send him 10 lads or something like this. And I could send him 10 lads because we both understand the value system there. And these lads or any social token derive their value from their sameness. If I were to give Q 10 different NFTs, I'm sure you would appreciate that as well. But it would be a much different offering. It'd be the equivalent of giving him 10 different pairs of Jordans, or 10 different, different types of collectible albums. And so there needs to be a moneyness. There needs to be like a sameness in community. And what's exciting there is, money's kind of boring. So upgrading it and putting it into these systems, doing stuff that Roll's about to do, like just throwing this stuff on Twitter, Discord, like whatever metaverse is, like whatever happens next. That's kind of the boring, Carnegie Steel style stuff. But the fun stuff is going to happen on top of that. Think of like when Stripe just started, it was just plugging in payments into different applications, and all of a sudden now you have the gig economy. Like that stuff makes DoorDash possible. Creator economy as well. Those platforms don't need to think about payments. And so we want to hypothesize this world. What does it look like if no one has to think about the creation of tokens, or kind of build that? What does the world look like? How does it change when, every platform has, millions of creators, and folks can just create tokens and send them really easily. And so that's just a quick breakdown. I think social tokens, community, NFTs, everything else, data, all the things you're seeing now.
Yo, it's Nifty Q. I hope you enjoyed that short clip from my interview. Each week, I'm sitting down with some of the best founders in the industry to help you on your journey in NFTs and Web3. All the links to the podcast are in the description. Hope to see you there.